Okay. I gotta invite you.
Okay.
Oh, what have you been up to, man?
I just worked all fucking day yesterday. I started at 10, and then at like 1
Snow Day's
done.
still here, you son of a bitch.
It wasn't last night,
Still
and it
here for
says
me.
January 4th.
Says Snow Day's still here for me.
What the hell?
Anyway, continue.
What happens if you try and play it?
I don't know. I didn't try. I just went to doubles because I was scared. I was scared it was gonna break.
Well, it says on the seasonal thing, like see if you can do it between now and January 4th,
Right.
which is yesterday.
Right. You working?
So I got there at like 10, and then at 1, Duncan came in, who's my boss, but he's on vacation until like tomorrow or the next day. But
Okay.
he came in with their like adorable little dog that they just got, and then the other captain, like I'm not even officially a captain, but I basically am.
Right.
And the other captain, Corey, he was just like, Corey, you babysit my dog, and I'll be on the phone. So like we run with very few people during the day because it's so slow.
Right.
But that doesn't mean that it's easy because like there are a lot of things we have to get done, and we only have so many bodies.
Right.
So then like one of our key players was
No, it's all good. It's gonna take us a little bit to get in the swing of things. Oh, I exploded.
Was
I'm dead. Is that ball in?
It's very close, but it's not. Oh, hi.
That's cute. Oh shit! All right.
Got it. He was babysitting a dog instead of like.
Right.
So then, like at night, it got like it didn't get crazy busy, but it got busy enough that like I was stuck and I couldn't like
you couldn't go.
Yeah, like do any of the things I wanted to do.
Right.
Or that needed to get done. Ah, I totally could have hit that in.
Ooh.
Nice.
Thank you.
And Duncan had like left and come back, and then he was like, "Meh, meh, meh, like all these things didn't get done.
Right.
We're better than that." And I was like, "Well, yeah, theoretically, but like,
Silas, you're not being a key player.
Jack, I don't care."
Ah!
He kind of just jacked
One of the best employees, and yeah.
and like I'm not a captain, so I don't know how to run a shift. Like
Right.
I know how to like I know what needs to get done. But
Right.
I don't know how to like run it
Totally.
because that's never been my job.
Yeah, that's rough, man.
Okay. It was just like
was it
stressful.
like? Oh, I didn't expect that to go in. I was expecting it to hit the edge.
Yeah.
What is that like? Was the blame put on you, or was it just like a general like? Everybody in this group, I think we should have all been able to do better than this.
I mean, it was he said it to like 4 or 5 people, but I also know that
He's like, I
does
expect more of
that
you.
of me. Like he didn't say it directly to me,
Right.
But-
He doesn't want to.
but still,
Call
like,
you
I
out.
was the one who was responsible for it, and
Right.
by stealing Corey, he was like. I mean, he wasn't like, oh, this is a test for Silas or whatever, but he was also like, you know, I'm confident that they'll be able to get things done without Corey,
Right.
which is why it's okay for him to, like, be away for a little bit.
Right. And it was harder than it should have been.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm sorry, man.
And the other thing was that Cameron, who was supposed to be the closing captain, called in and was like, hey, my, like, crown fell off of my tooth.
Oh, that
like,
sucks.
I need to go get that fixed. And Cam has braces, so it's like extra fuck-uppery.
Oh yeah, that's gotta be shitty.
Yeah.
'Cause you have to like a whole procedure at that point.
Right. And so then he wasn't gonna be there. Which I'm bad.
It's okay. So am I.
So are they. So then it was like, all right, we're down a person. and that person is
Didn't realize that was you for some reason.
and that person is like the closing captain. So Duncan was
Right.
like, "Hey, so you want to close?" And I was like, I guess so."
Oh man.
And I hadn't had a break at that point because when I was gonna take my break, we got busy.
Right.
I don't know. It was just like there were a lot of things, and there was a trainer there.
Like a Pokemon trainer?
Yeah, he was training a Pokemon how to run a store.
Gotcha.
And
Sweet. Oh, I almost got that to work.
that would have been amazing. So we have training managers come in now and again
Yeah, nice block.
to thank you, to train. I think I might have messed that up for you.
No. Fuck.
To train future GMs, right?
Game Masters?
Yeah.
Fuck. God damn it.
So this girl Kiki was there,
Cool.
and she was like, I don't know how to describe it succinctly, but she's training someone, and the person she's training, she usually makes a deployment for, like where she wants him to work
Right.
during the day. I just missed. And
That's
for some reason when I started, I was like, Aiden's going for it, and then I was like, wait, no, I'm in the front. So then I started boosting, and I had already moved a little bit, so my boost didn't go straight, and then I was like,
Then you were like, fuck it. I'm okay with losing 5-1.
I still got a minute and 10 seconds to make 5 points.
I could have blocked that. I was being an idiot.
Okay. So she was like, oh, he's gonna do sauce and cheese today. So I was trying to like make my wow. I was trying to like build my deployment based off of him being on sauce and cheese.
Right.
And then like as it started getting busy, I was like, all right, I need to talk to Kiki and see like when they're gonna come over here, because I was hoping. There we go. Oh shit. I was hoping for them basically to come help sooner than they did.
Right.
But they're also on their own schedule, so I can't like ask them to do anything really.
Go, Silas! Oh, never mind.
And it's too early.
I just passed as that, man. Man, this has not been a good game for us. No worries.
So anyway, when I went to talk to Kiki, she like changed her mind,
Right.
which is fine because she can do whatever she wants.
Mhm.
But it changed things for me,
Right.
and I did that weird physics thing where like it looks like they hit it and then they didn't.
I have been recording this, but this doesn't have to go up. Like, I just hit the record button, I was like, whatever, we'll just play and talk. And then, if you don't want me to put the episode about your work week up on the fucking thing, that's fine. Yeah, we don't have to. I could just delete it.
Long story short, it was
rough, yeah.
But it's cool, and it's my weekend now, so.
No, this is awesome. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad I didn't have class today. I only have one class on Thursday, which is nice. Unless it snows and freezes again somehow.
Has it been consistently below freezing?
No, but it's been consistently at, like, near freezing.
And
Like, the high today is 40, but yesterday the high was, like, 35 or so, 34 or something like that.
right.
And the lows are getting down to, like, 29, 27, stuff like that. So, there's gonna be lots of freezing. Tonight is the warmest day of the week, I think. With, like, 31 degrees.
Damn.
Yeah. So, who knows? Might not have to go to school. We'll see.
There we go.
Good start! Woo! But yeah, I don't know. Other than that, I've been doing a whole lot. I've been recording every once in a while, but then it's just been like... Well, there was New Year's, so I wasn't around for New Year's because I was at a party. I was at my girlfriend's for a party, and then... Fucking, I don't know, like... Just been hanging out over there, and everything froze, so I was stuck inside, but I wasn't like stuck inside and wanted to do anything kind of stuck inside.
Right.
I was like, oh man, I'm really hungry because there's no food in the house because I just got back from Christmas vacation.
Right.
And I don't have any food, and I can't go get food because the roads are like actually not good to drive on. They're fine now, but they weren't
Right.
2 days ago. So I've just been really unproductive, which has felt kind of shitty.
Oh.
Okay. But I'm gonna stream Life is Strange. Ah, fuck. Life is Strange tonight, so that's exciting.
Cool.
I'm gonna finish it.
Nice. You're further than me, I think.
Yeah, it's okay. The game, it just keeps getting like goofier and goofier, but not in a good way.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to spoil anything for you in case you go back to it, but there's been like one of the twists just felt like it was a twist because they could put a twist in and they hadn't like alluded to it up to that point, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it wasn't one that you could be like, oh, I see how that could happen.
Yeah, it was just like it happened, and I was like, okay. I mean, I get like you pulled a Scooby-Doo where it's like the person you least expect.
Right.
And I guess it makes more sense for that character to be in specific places, but it was still weird for that character to be in specific places in the first place, so I was just like, I don't know.
Fit.
Yeah, and I was like, alright, well.
Wow.
And it made me feel, I mean, less bad about some decisions I made, but like, not for the right reasons.
Right.
Anyway, it's silly.
Yeah.
Someday you'll play it and we can have a good laugh about it.
A hearty chuckle.
A hearty chuckle. Maybe you won't.
I might.
You might.
We'll see.
I cannot get invested in the characters at all, though.
Because you're too upset when they die.
What? No one's died.
I know. Sure. Ah, I got bonked.
Bonked. This guy's riding the ball on his head. Ah, I'm so bad.
You know what? It's alright.
It's
I went up for flying meta earlier and I didn't even press up, so I just like shot forward.
nice. You hold.
You know
Oh,
what I
jeez. Yeah. I was like, well, holding up might be your problem because that's just gonna make you.
Holding
gonna make
the
your
button that
nose-
makes you go up.
Oh, that was like almost a really nice block.
I was just a little bit too early, so I was too low.
I'm proud of you. No, well, too late if you were too low.
Yeah. Yes.
Early you would have been high, dog. High as a
True.
kite.
Go
Cool.
for it.
Thank you. I will.
Cool.
You can't tell me I can't.
We'll never.
Oh, Jesus.
Like you just barreled into him and like took him out.
It's
Like a
basically
slide
what
tackle.
happened. Oh,
What?
no.
What?
Okay, I'm going back. Going back. What else have I been doing? Oh, I've been watching the remakes of old horror movies and then the original movies that they were based off of.
I think I just got into
So that's been fun.
Uh-huh.
He missed that shot somehow. So what? Like we started with Evil Dead. I have a
Right.
So we watched the remake of Evil Dead. Like I watched it at Emily's house, and then I was like, this movie's actually really like the remake is actually really good. It's more of a legit horror movie, I think, than Evil Dead is. Or the Evil Dead. But then I went and rewatched the Evil Dead, and the Evil Dead's great. The movie's awesome. And then we watched the entirety of the series. So we went through like Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness.
Right.
And like, I know the Evil Dead 2 is like pretty widely acclaimed as being the best of the series. Even though like Rotten Tomato scores and stuff, it's like barely higher. It's like 2% higher than the original. I really like the original better. Like even though the Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness are kind of like horror comedies,
Right.
where they're made to be funny.
Yeah.
Evil Dead, like the first one, is just so much better because it's like, it's just a bad like it's not bad, but it's a really low budget horror movie.
Right.
Right, so it's like it's funny, but it's funny because it's so poorly made.
Right.
But also with lots of love.
Well, that's kind of then what spurred on the second, right?
Right, and the second one is like, hey, look, we made a goofy movie.
Right.
Now
And
it's
everyone loved
purpose.
how funny it was to watch the first.
Right, and I mean to some extent, I do think that the original was supposed to be kind of goofy and funny,
Yeah.
but like it was a lot more subdued.
Yeah. Which would make sense why the remake is that way too.
Right.
Or not that way, but you know, like also viable as a horror movie.
The remake is like actually legitimately creepy,
Right.
and it's kind of cool. I'm into it.
Is it not funny at all?
No, not really. And that's okay. I think they did a good job like taking the concept and just going straight with it.
Right.
And like, the big thing for that movie is that like, do you know the concept of Evil Dead?
No, not really.
Okay, so it's like a bunch of people go out to a cabin, and they find the Book of the Dead, the Necronomicon.
Mm-hmm.
So if you the Isaac item is like
yeah.
looks exactly like that. We're doing really bad today. It's all right. And they read like they don't read a passage from it, but they find a tape that has a passage from it. I guess in the new one they do read a passage from it. Like one of them knows how to read Latin or something.
Uh-huh.
But the other one, there's like a recording of the guys saying the passages out loud, and it summons monsters. And they're like, the only way to kill the monsters is to dismember them and bury them alive. So there's lots of like, in the original movie, there's lots of like practical effects like dismemberment and limbs, and it looks really goofy, but it's also kind of like, because it's practical effects, kind of creepy and hardcore. The new one is like lots of practical effects, but they're super well done, and it's really gory and kind of terrifying, and it's awesome. But it's not like, you don't get the goof factor because it doesn't. It looks more realistic, which is good and bad.
Right.
But yeah, the first one's got some crazy stuff in it, and Bruce Campbell is actually like not very much a character in the first movie, in terms of like,
the main character.
Yeah, he doesn't really have a personality though in the first movie. In the second movie, he's like over the top. Like, I don't know, he's still kind of the same character where he's afraid of all these monsters, but he's getting more into the idea of like fighting back.
Right.
And in the third movie, he's like, look at me, I'm a badass, and I kill demons in like 2 seconds. And then you have to think about it, but like those movies, that series of movies takes place over like 2 days, even though it's, you know, the filming takes, yeah, it's over 2 days, right? Like the first movie happens, the second movie is the day after the first movie, and then the third movie is that same day but in a different time. Like, he goes back in time to, like, the medieval ages and has to fight skeletons.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
But it's all in the same time. So in, like, that 3-day period, he just goes from being, like, this... He's got, like, a bowl cut and, like, a wimp and... to, like, some serious, like, over-the-top action badass. His acting in Army of Darkness, though, is really good. It's over-the-top, but it's amazing. It was almost a nice block. Yeah. But, yeah, no, I was super into it. I actually think that, like, I rank them as original movie, Army of Darkness remake, as, like, the way my favorites go, and then 2. I could live without 2. I think 2 is good, but I think the first one was better. Oh, fuck!
That was my bad. I tried to guess what he was doing right here.
Right.
That was kind of close, but...
I almost made it in time. I didn't quite have enough speed to do it, and it made me upset.
Yeah, I got it.
But whatever. Got it. Go for it. Oh no! He like tapped it.
Did I just shoot it into you?
Yeah. Oh Jesus, I've been smacked around. I need to get into the game. I've been spending a lot of time just talking and listening to people talk.
Who does that?
I don't know. Who knows? Oh, jeez.
Talk to you while you're playing Rocket League, man.
Fuck if I know, man.
Oh, I'm an idiot. Sorry.
It's pretty close.
Pretty close to an idiot.
It's right there. I mean, it's not right there, but it's.
It is somewhere.
It is somewhere. Okay. Now I gotta buckle down and be serious so people who end up watching this on YouTube don't think I'm an idiot. I'm a fucking idiot. It's over. It's over.
Not over.
It's okay.
It's never been over.
Not even once. But yeah, I don't know. Other than that, I haven't been doing a whole lot at all. Lots of sleeping. Sleeping a lot.
That works.
Yeah. I don't think I have a caffeine addiction. I think I'm just I think I'm just useless without caffeine. Like my body's just like, yo, you should probably put something else in your body to make yourself function.
Yeah. It's kind of how caffeine is.
Yeah. I say I don't have a caffeine addiction because I don't have the headaches from not drinking it. I just sleep.
That's way better.
Yep. But in all honesty, my ability to function without it is pretty minimal.
I got bonked. I got bonked. Dose times.
Whoa, okay, we're fine.
Sorry.
No, that's alright. I should have called it. Should have called it, but I didn't. Good job, bud.
Thank you. Ah, they're so bonky.
It's not the direction I wanted that ball to go. Bounce it off the ceiling.
They'll never catch it.
No! I wasn't quite high enough.
You got it. Tried to do a crazy wall shot, but it didn't really happen.
Yeah. I should just leave those up to Emily.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tried to do those too, and it just never works out.
Nice.
Thank you. I did it! I did a thing, guys! Like I made a shot that looks half competent. Can you believe it?
The setup for it was legit too.
Thank you.
You just like tapped the front of it.
That was a great pass, by the way.
You passed it.
I thought you passed it.
You passed it.
No,
yourself.
Well, I meant the setup where you bounced it straight up.
Oh, that may or may not have been me. I don't know. I don't think that far back.
Yes, that was 3 moves back. I only think 2.
I don't know what my sense of direction today is like. Go straight, turn.
That's
And
okay.
then
I'm not gonna fault you for it.
You could.
Oh, that guy just like ran straight into his goal.
How about I just pass
Oh
this
Jesus. Good job, bud.
down? Kinda. Ah, I see. You're there. I have no boost. You got it.
I was there to cover my option.
Right.
My hope was that I was gonna fly for it.
Oh, he did. That's okay.
I did hit it at the end there, though.
Yeah, it was good.
It felt pretty cool.
Nice little dribble.
Mhm.
I got it.
Go for it.
I forgot I have a candy cane. I want my pirate flag back.
Yeah. Christmas time is over.
Christmas time is dead.
That's wow. It didn't go that dark, man. I'm getting like weird telemarketer calls all day. My first one was like a credit card company, and they're like, "We noticed that your credit card is being used." Or that you're like, there's nothing wrong with your credit card now, but you could work. I'm like, I don't even own a credit card.
Right.
I know you're a liar. I tried to steal that from you, and I might have hit you out of the air because of it.
It's alright. I probably wouldn't have hit it anyway. In case you were curious, your credit card is fine.
Yeah, I was like, okay. Well, for one, why would you be calling me if my credit card was fine? 2, I don't own a credit card.
Right.
I don't foresee this working out for you, bud. So I immediately hung up. Go!
Ah!
Oh, no!
I'm made of insanity. I'm sorry.
I saw you zoom past.
Oh no!
Where are you?
I was around the other side. 'Cause I didn't realize you were there. So I didn't realize you were already going to have it, so I was going to try and kind of deflect the way they were going, but they didn't go that way because you got it.
My hope. My
Yeah.
dreams. No! Oh, the moment was so almost there.
Oh, no!
Oh,
dude,
fuck.
If I just hit it on the other side, I could have knocked it in.
Wrecked? Oh, man. I mean, not really.
We didn't play great, but we didn't lose that hard.
Yeah, you guys made like 3 goals at the beginning, and then
I don't want to talk about it.
yeah, we almost came back, but anyway. Yeah, I don't know. Other than that, just been having a good time,
Yeah.
hanging out. I'm sad that I was supposed to start school like basically a week after the New Year.
What do
I
you
was
mean?
like, I was hoping to have like a week or something after the New Year.
Oh, right. Yeah.
It
Did
sucks.
you go home really early?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, me too.
I was like, oh, I'm gonna have school, but I want to get stuff done. And then it was like, school's coming up like the week after New Year's. I was like, oh, really? It's a good thing I
Yeah.
came back, but
Yeah, it went by really fast.
it did. And not that that's a bad thing, but also that it's kind of bad. Like, I wanted to see people more, I think. But
Yeah.
it is what it is. I also want to play more Dungeon World. I played a lot of
Yeah.
Dungeon World over break, and it was lots of fun.
Game is-
I also did three two-person campaigns, or two two-person campaigns. And those worked out really well. Like, not like two-person as in, like, two people and myself, like me and one other person, and I just GM'd, and it worked out really well, and I was surprised.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I mean, I figured it would, just because that's that game, how it works.
Right.
No, I blocked it. I'm an idiot.
That's cool.
Don't look at me. No one look at me.
I'll look at whoever I want to look at.
Holy shit.
Nice.
Thank you.
Alright. I got it. Temporarily. Nice.
Thank you.
Nice.
Great setup, by the way.
Thank you.
Great pass.
Nice shot.
I had one boost, like that little thing of boost. I had 12.
Now, for some reason, just because we both sort of said it this way, every time I read those little commands, I'm just going to read them like the pill voice in Isaac.
Go, question marks. Great pass.
Nice shot.
No.
Explosive. Oh no. Oh, it's in. It's in.
I had to make sure.
Nice shot. That fly was awesome.
That's the thing I've been
There's a
practicing
fly.
it right lately. I turned around because I saw that you were going for it.
You hit the
Bagoo.
ball and I hit a dude out of the air.
Really? Awesome.
Oh, nice setup, Silas.
I almost stopped it. Boop.
Nice.
I went under it.
Nope.
Oh no!
That's already moving forward.
It's too late.
I have no boost. Oh, it's okay. Nice.
Saved. I don't know why, man, but Silver 3 I can't do. Silver 2. Once I'm in Silver 2, the waters are fine. That was way too high.
It
I was
looks
expecting to hit it when it was on the ground, so it wouldn't, like,
nice. Fly high up.
fly high up, but I guess I got it, like, right before it hit. I missed. I missed!
You hit it over me head.
You're a Lucky Charms man now?
Is that? Sure.
He says, yeah, why not?
A Lucky Charms man.
Lucky Charms man. What's what they're fucking called? You got a problem with it?
They?
Yeah, there's multiple.
Oh. They just hired them for those commercials?
Mm-hmm. Well, I was talking about leprechauns, but
I realized that.
yeah.
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 Great pass.
Great pass. Thanks.
I'll tell you what's been up recently. Playing
Um,
The Witcher 3.
isn't
It
that
actually runs on my computer, which surprises me.
if you run it on like like medium or like low, it actually works pretty well.
And it still looks fucking amazing.
I know,
on,
right?
Like, lowest settings runs well. And my computer is not great. Like, it's good. It's not great.
No.
And, like, the level of, like, literally everything that went into making that game is insane.
Did you know that like the side quests are actually like written by like people who write novels?
That's amazing. It's
Yeah.
so, like, it's even, yeah, it's even
Also,
better
did
than
you
I
know it's an
expected.
indie game?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's much better than I even anticipated it being, as far as like my level of involvement, as well as like the fluidity of everything, as well. Like, I'd seen it before, and I was like, this looks cool. But then seeing everything in its entirety and getting like the whole backstory, and like that was really close. and like their process for storytelling is like really good.
Yes.
And
no.
like the intro of the game, how like it gives you a good tutorial as well as being interesting as well as being like a flashback.
I put it in. Suck it. Nice shot. Nice shot.
Yeah, it's just like it's really good, and the music is fucking awesome.
The battle music, the battle theme that they used, like gets me pumped every time.
Yeah, and
La, 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 la.
the ways and the times and the cohesiveness with which it triggers is like really nice.
Mm-hmm.
And feel like a badass right off the bat, and like Geralt is like a really awesome character. I have so much fun playing as him and
Right.
making decisions like based off of him and not my own.
Right.
And like I love the way they implement the decision making, right? Like we talked about this in Life is Strange, and I noticed this in Mass Effect a lot too, and like basically any like
Thank you for the
Nice.
setup, bud.
You're welcome.
My computer all tabbed.
I'm
Ah,
really surprised that actually worked out.
yeah, me too.
It's good.
It was good.
The way they utilize the decision making as far as dialogue, like when you choose an option, you're like, this is what I want to say, and then he says exactly that, but even more badass than you thought he would, and you're like, yes.
Right.
Versus like in Mass Effect and in like any BioWare game, and a few times in like Telltale games and stuff, I would like choose an option, and then the actual way they would use the dialogue was like, wait, that's not what I thought you meant.
Right.
That's not what I was trying to say.
It's Fallout 4 syndrome.
Oops. Yes.
But
I've
it
noticed
was
that in
happening
Fallout too.
a lot before Fallout.
Right.
But
I have noticed that in Fallout as well.
yeah.
I think there's less consequence in a game like this. Right?
There's less consequence in. I mean, Fallout literally there was zero consequence.
That's true.
Because every dialogue option brings you to the same secondary dialogue. Like,
Right.
the NPCs have like 4 lines of dialogue, and then you have like 4 for each of theirs, and every time you say something, they just move to their second line of dialogue.
Right.
Yep.
But the voice acting is all like super good.
Yep.
The audio scape is amazing.
The monsters are badass.
Monsters are so cool.
That's the first thing too. Is like maybe like an hour or 2 in, and I'd already seen like more monsters in that game than like in most other games get their whole game. And that's just like basic monsters, not like bosses or big monsters. That's just like, you know, the drowners and the fucking the big bug monsters that you have to fight, and the wraiths and the ghouls. And
I haven't even seen that many yet because, well, this is the other thing I was gonna say is like most other like open world RPGs, I am like, story, all right, and then I'm like, I'm gonna go explore, right? Like I'm gonna go do whatever the fuck I want to do, and if that looks interesting, I'm gonna go do that. But with this, from the get-go, I'm like, I'm gonna fucking play the story. Like,
yeah, and I'm super interested in the story.
As fuck. And I'm like playing Skyrim. The first time I ever played Skyrim, I was like, okay, that first like dungeon area was cool, but like, I'm gonna go do whatever the hell I want now, and I might do the story later.
Right.
And I am not even finished with the story as of right now, like years later, because I mean, I don't play Skyrim that often anymore, but even when I do, I'm just like, I'm gonna go do whatever.
Right. I've never played the story in Skyrim, not once.
Really?
Yep.
Ah, shit.
Like I always do up to the mission where you get dragons, basically. So the dragons actually spawn.
Oh, the one where you kill the first one?
Yeah. And then I'm just like, fuck the story from here on out. I'm just gonna do side quests from here.
Right. And in this one, I'm like, man, I'm gonna do the story, and then like later I'll come back and do all those side things. Not entirely, like I'll still do whatever I want to do, but thus far I've felt compelled to only do the story.
Right.
And I think I've done like 1 or 2 that are like, you know, literally right next to my quest objective or something, and they're only gonna take a second. But,
I think I've been super compelled to do the story and then Witcher contracts.
Yeah.
I'm super interested in. Oh, fuck.
Isn't that most of the side quests though?
No, because there's like Witcher contracts typically are like killing monsters, like monster hunting.
Yeah.
And there's a few there's other side quests that are like various other things, doing things for other people.
Right, go get this for me, or
Yeah, stuff like that. But I'm more interested in like monsters attacking the town. Investigate
Right.
what the attack site looks like. Find out what kind of monster it is.
Yeah.
Prepare for fighting that monster. I love the bestiary page, by the way. It's awesome.
Yes.
I'm super into monster hunting and stuff.
Yeah. Same. The world is just so awesome.
Yeah.
The natural world, as well as the politics, as well as the like that was amazing.
Thank you.
My initial reaction to playing the game, like I'm getting in Geralt's head and I'm like, okay, wait, when I'm making choices, I'm like, why do I always choose like the nicer version when like the game is telling me, and I know by my own experience, whatever, that Witcher's like
They do things for money.
yeah, and that's it. And then I was realizing that like I'm basically like in my head, Geralt is like challenging that basically. Like he does do everything for money. But
Right.
he's also like, I'm gonna show people that Witchers are good people, basically. Like that Witchers aren't just pieces of shit. And then like I'm not very far.
Right.
How much of it have you played?
Not a whole lot. A few hours.
Did you do the Griffin?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And then like after the Griffin, you like go back to the I hit it too far in the middle. Sorry.
Yeah, I've done one mission as what's her face. Starts with a C. Ciri.
Yeah.
And I've gone. I fought like the Wild Hunt for the first time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think that's where I left off. I fought the Wild Hunt for the first time.
Okay.
And then I went home for winter break.
Right. So after I fought the Griffin, I like went back to the tavern. I think it was after. Either way, I went back to the tavern and like
Meet me at Grubb's Tavern.
there was the like lady who was there who was all drunk and she was like blaming the hostess for that, and then the bandits were there and they like I totally could have blocked that. The bandits were there and they like got all involved, right? And I'm sure this scene happens like regardless, like for anyone who's played, assuming you know the story. But it was a really great scene because it was like I don't know what I'm doing. Sorry. Because I was like, well, I want to help the barmaid lady because she was helpful
Right.
when I was here before. And also, like, I don't really give a shit about the Nilfgaardians.
Right.
And so I'd rather her be true to, you know, what she wants to do as opposed to just feeling forced into, like, submitting, basically, to the Nilfgaardians.
Right.
And it was just, like, the way they set it up with the cinematography and everything, where it was, like, she got hit, and then Old Man Witcher stood up. I forget his name. And then I stood up, and then the bandits stood up because we stood up, but not because they were actually involved, if that makes sense.
Right.
And then they were basically just like, hey, we're going to kick your ass. And we're like, nope. So we murdered all of them.
Yep.
And it was very like, you know, it was like, we're doing the right thing. But then everyone there who was still alive was like, oh my god, like, just leave.
Right.
You just fucked everything up. And then he like looks around and he's like, oh, like this is all I know how to do.
Yep.
Which like could definitely be seen as like murder. Which is really awesome and totally explains, like, I think it shows
Why people don't
the
like
struggle
them.
for Witchers, yeah, like really well. Tiny bit too early.
What else? So you know when you have to deal with the Baron and stuff?
No. I hit it in.
You haven't done that yet?
Nope.
Why did I feel like you had to do that like for story stuff, like series? How far are you?
I'm like barely past that. Like I just met the Emperor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. But there's a sequence where you go through like a town and there's a bunch of bandits like raiding the town, but it's not like a what's it called, like a cutscene or anything. There's just like they're just extorting people from the town, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna murder them, and I did. They weren't attacking me or anything, but everybody was like locked up in their houses and stuff. And then no one will like come out and talk to me anymore in that town for one. For two, all like when I had to go to the Baron, he's like, I heard you killed my bandits, and they just lock me out of the place I need to go to.
Oh my god.
So I had to find an alternate way in. But like it had other repercussions aside from
that's so cool. Aside
from me just like doing that, which was awesome.
Right.
Yeah.
Side note, there's no fucking way that dude was a semi-pro.
Maybe, maybe not, I don't know. Maybe he played on PS4, got it for PC. Maybe he's just a really good semi-pro. There's a bunch of different reasons.
I guess so.
Yep.
I just figure a lot of the time people do that.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, you have to buy another... You have to buy the game a second time in order to do that, though, so...
Oh, I guess that's true.
Yeah. Which happens, like...
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening. I guess we'll figure it out. What else? I don't know. That game's just really good. I want to play more of it.
I'm mostly just really impressed with the quality.
Yeah, no, the game is super good. It's lots and lots of fun.
To some capacity, won like a game of the year for last year.
Yeah. I think 2015 it was a game of the year, if not contender. It was like considered the game of the year.
Right. I'm sorry.
No, it's alright. That was my fault. I went to I expected him to shoot it a certain direction, and he shot it the other way.
No, I did the same thing. I was like, I jumped to try and like catch it in the air for some reason, but then I should have just stayed on the ground.
Yeah, that was a good shot.
Yeah, and I'm the like visceral experience of playing it is greater than like maybe any other game that I've played for me personally. Like Skyrim is really fun, and I love like how big it is, just the scope of it.
Right.
But oh, I set that right up for him. My bad.
Oh fuck.
Mr. Ratburn as an eyeball. Sorry. Oh, you were going backwards?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
I was trying to. You got it.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, no, it's super fun. I enjoyed it a lot.
I'm incredibly surprised that it works on my computer, basically. Like, I got it because I was like, I'll have it when
I get a good computer, basically.
Yeah. And then I was like, well, I might as well try it. And then it just, I mean, it doesn't run perfectly on medium, so I'm running on low, but it still looks great.
I'm very upset that Blood Bowl like runs so poorly on my computer.
Yeah.
And it throws me off real hard.
Like why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Nice.
Yeah, basically I'm just like, I've played much more graphically intensive games than this.
Right.
And been totally fine. And I'm not even playing on high or anything, I was playing on medium settings. And I'm like,
right.
You were saying that my computer will not play this on medium settings. I find that, like, not viable. And I think it's less viable, too, because there's so much work you have to do to even start the game, because the game just doesn't launch on its own. Like, you have to go into, its files and set up some stuff that is, for some reason, not in the game already to get it to start. Which is a huge pain in the ass. Like, if otherwise you just start it and it crashes. And I know it's an early access game.
Has anyone else been having this problem?
Which one?
The one you're describing.
Where it crashes?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, a ton of people.
Ever?
Yeah, this is like a large number of people. It's if not everybody, it's a lot of people.
Right.
And they're like, yeah, it's got a lot of work left to go put into it. So I'm hoping. I
didn't realize it was early access.
Yeah, it's early access. I'm hoping by the end of the early access, whenever it gets out of early access, it'll be, for one, like, it'll start up, and two, it'll be better optimized, and I won't have to worry about it not running on my computer, which is bizarre. Like, it's just,
right.
It's one of those games.
It's frustrating.
Yeah, it looks really pretty. I understand the game is pretty, but it's not like, it's not the most incredible game of all time.
Right.
Slash.
Go ahead.
the best thing that I've ever run on my computer kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I do understand I need a new computer at some point. And preferably some point
But your
in the
computer's
nearest
pretty
future.
good.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
yeah,
like-
it's not bad.
Like running and streaming Rocket League at full settings is indicative of like a pretty good machine.
Right. And this game isn't half bad looking either. Though, you know, 60 frames per
Nice.
second streaming this is a lot more intensive than a lot of games because I stream a lot of games at 30 FPS and it normally works out fine. Like
That was
Fallout
rad,
and
by
stuff
the
like that. Yeah, it was really sweet. Nice
Okay.
shot, by the way. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just bizarre to me. There you go, bud.
I missed.
Looked like you did something.
Was a fish.
Well, what are you talking about?
I think we've had this conversation before. It's a book that you guys read in that class with that lady.
Oh, right. I remember that. That book, I can't even remember what that book was. There's the one that switches between perspectives all the time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's like I was watching a high concept indie film, but it's a book.
Yeah. And it's old.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a new thing. I can't even remember what that book was. I just remember, you know, a mom dies, and then everybody's trying to fucking put her in her grave, like bury her, and then along the way they get into all sorts of shenanigans that are not good for their family.
Oh no. That one dude messed it up.
Invite me or die. Alright, I gotta invite Emily after this game.
Those are your only two options, huh?
She's a cutie. Yeah, those are my only two options. Okay, there's only 30 seconds left in this game anyway. I got it!
Yeah.
Ah!
Oh.
Silas!
I thought you bounce back, dog. It was gonna be on the other side.
Oh no!
Miss. Miss.
Oh, he got it.
Oh, it's overtime.
Yep.
Alright, here we go.
Oh shit.
Those weird horns in the background are so bizarre.
I think I have those turned off.
They're like.
It's the adults from Charlie Brown talking.
No, dude, that's.
This is actually the Charlie Brown universe, but in the future,
right.
obviously.
When Linus and Lucy are made of cars.
Mm-hmm. Fuck's Charlie Brown then? Is Charlie Brown still Charlie Brown so he can
Oh yeah.
be sad about it?
He's also always the same age. I'm so glad that they've never made like a
Adult Charlie
Brown, all grown up.
like or like a teens Charlie Brown. Yeah. I'm same thing with like Calvin and Hobbes, although I
Yeah.
could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure they haven't.
There's a fan made one of like a new like Hobbes gets passed down to like a little girl.
That's
and it's
pretty
actually
cool.
like kind of good. I don't think it has the same like political commentary,
Right.
but
Well, because Bill Waters is awesome and
yeah.
you can turn children's stuff into political commentary. Oh, fuck.
I have no boost.
Oh, I thought
Sorry.
you were. No,
Sorry.
it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Go.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Oh, my car, and my A button is stuck. Fuck.
oh no.
Oh, jeez.
Your A button?
My A button was stuck. It was like, I just couldn't stop jumping.
Just a bunny car.
Oh, yeah, it was fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
No! No! God
Oh,
damn it, this game is never gonna end. My girlfriend's gonna be so mad at me. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm glad I didn't just put that in. Oh, I think that's in. That's in. That's it. It's over.
It's a good game, though.
Yeah, it was a good game. Whew.